Here we're given some function, f of x, that looks very much like an inverted parabola. And it's subject to a series of transformations, and they want us to rewrite f of x after transformation. So the first transformation is upwards by 3 units. So we transform upwards simply by adding 3 outside these brackets. So that's your first transformation. We then want to reflect this on the x-axis. So this is the x-axis, it's the horizontal axis. So reflecting on the x-axis means turning the graph upside down. So the positive would become negative and the negative would become positive. And we do that by simply inverting it with a negative sign. So it's negative of f of x plus 3. So that's our second transformation. So f of x is given, so we can replace that. So it's negative 4 minus x squared plus 3. And 4 plus 3 is 7. So we end up with x squared minus 7. So that's the answer to part A. In part B, f of x is stretched in the y direction by a factor of 2. So when you stretch a function in the y direction by a factor, it's equivalent to multiplying f of x by that factor. So that's your first transformation. The second transformation is a translation to the right. So when you translate to the right, you subtract, in this case, 1 from x. So we end up with 2 times f of x minus 1. So this minus 1 is equivalent to a translation of 1 to the right. So because we know f of x is 4 minus x squared, f of x minus 1 means we replace every x with x minus 1. So we end up with 2 times 4 minus x minus 1 squared. So the x has been replaced with x minus 1. So we can rewrite that as 4 minus x squared plus 2x minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3 minus x squared plus 2x. So that will give you 6 minus 2x squared plus 4x. So this would be the answer. So this new parabola would represent f of x after stretching in the y direction by a factor of 2 and then moving it to the right by 1. So that's your final answer.